because crisis in your example was an extremely personal, visceral experience, and obviously something that there is no playbook for. So we'll lead into that conversation a little bit afterwards. But can you just give us an idea of what your experience was, on Grey Cup Sunday back then? Or no, Super Bowl Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
we can go US
Right.
style. Yes, and this was back in 2007 for February 4th Super Bowl. And I was called in on an overtime shift, and just all those normal things, being called in on a Sunday night, all those uh, predictors were there. Like we were a young family at the time. Our boys were little, 4 and 2, and young family, and overtime was like king. Getting that extra shift here and there would really help. So it was just a normal thing, getting called in and going to my home station even and working downtown. And then getting that call, which was just a garage fire, attached garage fire. Going in, and all those normal things happened. And that's probably the biggest takeaway from this for myself, is it was such a normal event that turned totally sideways on us. And how, especially how quickly it happened. Responding, a normal response for us for a residential alarm. I was going in with the crews I knew. We were going in doing those same tasks, doing what I was doing, a primary search with my partner. He was a friend of mine too, having fun with a working fire. And then when it changed, that's when that playbook really did change on us, where we're basically scrambling when it started to transition, and it transitioned into a flashover, trapping us to the second floor. My partner and I were separated. I found one of the captains. I managed to get him into one of the bedrooms, and I broke out a window, and unfortunately wasn't able to get him out in time. And that's where Captain Harold Lassard, he passed away, and also another Captain Tom Nichols, where I jumped through the window on the second floor to escape it.
And if, man, never a dry eye in the house when you're going through the full spectrum of that experience. And you also had a partner that you were looking after, and in the fire service, it's a very close, when you go into a hazardous environment, you've got your buddy there, and you became separated from him as well. So a lot of what you were dealing with during that period of time, you felt, I'm assuming, pretty alone and pretty darn confused, I'm sure.
Well, during the event, at the initial separation, when I got knocked down and separated from my partner, that's where that panic really did start, because it was different. Something had changed, and I was in an unknown area. I was very disoriented, and that's where you really felt that panic set in of the unknown, because of blackout situation, extreme heat, and pain. Pain changes that response to the plan that you have. And but the one thing that really did almost make me focus was finding the captain. And now, not only was I in survival mode, I was working for someone else, which was sort of a focused mindset. So I had something to do, not just focus on my own fears. I was working for him at the same time. So that one thing really did help me through that moment, because I wasn't alone. Trying to work for Harold, trying to get him out, was that focused plan that I did have until I couldn't get him out.